What's going on? What's going on, my brothers and sisters? The people of Pico. That's a joke. Um, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of One on One Talk. You already know what it is. It's your boy Pico City, Pico the City Brown, Pico Brown, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. Fine with me. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed and wonderful day today. I hope everybody having a good weekend, actually. If you're going out for the weekend, be careful. If you drink responsibly, drive safe, and watch out for your surroundings because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. But you already know what time it is. It's time to take this moment to run over to YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. That's Pico the City Brown and One on One Talk, and also PTSD. They're all on the same platform. Go on over to YouTube. Hey, tell a friend. Get with a podcast. Tell a friend. No, if you haven't subscribed yet, go over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Hit the like button. Go over to TikTok, Pico City. Hit the follow button. Follow me on TikTok, and also you can also follow me on YouTube. But don't forget, if you go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you're on TikTok, hit the follow button on TikTok. Okay. Now that's out the way. Drink. Now, we got I only had one topic today. But as usual, it seemed like every time I get a topic and I post it on Facebook, another topic come right behind it. That's weird, but it always happens like that. So, first of all, if y'all can hear me out there, let me know if y'all can hear me, because I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, because I don't know about these mics sometimes. But the first topic is oh, this is a good one actually. Son husbands. So, a lot of people know what a son husband is. A lot of people don't know what a son husband. A lot of people know what it is. A lot of people don't know what it is. But before I start that, disclaimer: whatever I say in this show, please, if anybody's listening, once again, if anybody's listening, do not take it personal. Okay, it's just a podcast. It's just something that I do. I give people my thoughts and aspects and ratios on things, just like everybody else can do. It's a free country. You can have a podcast. You can say what you want, but really not what you want. But hey, I'm not trying to offend anybody. And like my dad always used to say, if the truth hurts, that means you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So the reason why I call this husbands son husbands is because the person, well, actually, I'll just say the person that sent it to me, they was trying to word it, and I'm like, oh, that's what you call a son husband. So the person was like, well, okay, bam, okay, well, yeah, I see why they call it that. So a son husband can be various of things. Excuse me. It can be a various of things. It can be, well, we'll just stick to the basics right now. Basics right now. Son husband, when it comes to single mothers, it means that the son, that the women, the kids, well, especially the son, the mother don't really give him a chance to grow up and face reality of the outside world. He's got to, if she have other kids, the son has to raise the kids while she go to work. No, that's not that son's responsibility. Now, if he want to do it, then by all means, if you want to raise his brothers and sisters, okay, fine. But don't make that his his duty. If I'm going to work, you got to watch the kids. No, you had them kids, so you put him in a babysitter. Or if you say, you know what, mom, I got it, no problem, don't sweat it. That's fine. But you can't make kids, especially your kids. You can't make your kids watch your kids. That's not his job. That's the father's job. And if you're a single mother and there is no father in the household, it's pretty much the same thing. Excuse me. It's pretty much the same thing. No, don't take this kid's childhood away from them, and you gotta come to him for every mistake that you do. So don't look for a son husband, because a lot of single women treat their sons like that's their boyfriends, their live-in boyfriends. And I know it sounds crazy, but it happens a lot. Believe me, it happens. I've seen it a couple of times, and I'm quite sure people on this podcast, y'all have probably seen it before, and y'all probably shaking y'all head like, damn, She coming to him and nourishing him. This boy, a grown man, he's 17, 18, or probably 14, 15, and she's nurturing him like that's her man. That's the definition of a son husband. Some women don't want to break that bond. Hey, the thing is when you have kids, especially if you have sons, I'll just say sons right about now. If you have sons and I'll just say you're a single mother. If you have a son or sons, your job is to teach your son to grow up to be a man. Because one day, if the Lord allow it, that guy is going to have that. Your son is going to have a family, and if he's going off all the things you taught him about not being there for his woman and not securing the household, and only put me in front, you know what? I'm before your girlfriend. Because a lot of mothers say that it's me before anybody. But if that boy goes off, if that boy turns into a young man and meets his sister and marry her, mom, you got to take the back seat. It's common sense. You have to take the back seat. I mean, I know you're the mother, and he's not trying to. I'm not trying to take that title away from nobody. But that boy has a family now. That boy grew up to be a man. Now he has a family. Excuse me, moi. He has a family. So now he got to nourish for his wife and his kids. Some single mothers, when the kid when I'm gonna keep saying kid, when the young man grows up and start getting in the dating world, she wants to be judge, jury, and executioner to everything he do. To everything he do. No, let that boy grow up. He's a boy. He's gonna grow up to be a man. Let him grow up. If he's outside planting a freaking apple tree and fall or running and scrape his knee, he'll be okay. He will be fine. He's a guy. If a young lady run and fall and scrape herself up, she's gonna be cool too. But you see a lot of women running and nurturing to their sons. Oh my baby this and oh my baby. Leave that boy alone. See, when I was coming up, my mom didn't play that stuff. We couldn't. Don't get me wrong. We hugged our parents. Told me they love them. We love them. My father will always hug us. Say, "Man, I love y'all. You my son. I love y'all." Okay, that's fine. But my mother wasn't the type of mother that will allow us to be under her all day. She didn't allow. Her favorite two words was "go play." If she even feel you trying to be close to her like that, she like, go play. It may sound harsh, but in reality, when you grow up, you'll thank that person for it. You'll thank them for it because they're men. They're young men that have to grow up to be boys. I mean, I'm sorry, I had it backwards. They're boys that has to grow up to be young men, and they have to get ready for the world that's out there because everybody knows, male or female, the world ain't gonna play with you. It's not gonna play with you. The world is an equal opportunity. It treats everybody like dirt if it gets the chance to. So no, it's not that. It was never that. So yeah, that's pretty much the definition of a son husband because the mothers don't want to let go. The son go talk to his mama about situations about, mom, I met this girl such and such, blah blah blah. Hmm, hmm. And she ain't. And make a long story short, she's not telling him this, but she's saying, "Ain't nobody coming before me." Yeah, but mama, I got a girlfriend now. She's pregnant. We got a kid on the way. So, cause she don't know how to live her life without that man. Well, not the man. She don't know how to live her life without that man being in the house now. Well, her son, but I mean man, her son in the house now. But guess what? It's not his fault that your relationship went bad. He ain't even got to be the man in the house. Ain't even got to be the kid's father. He don't. But it's not his fault. And then when something go wrong, you want to take it out on the son. That's why we call them son husbands. Because when things go wrong, wives usually take. Well, if things go wrong in certain cases, wives sometimes take it out on the husband. The husband take it on the wife. But you don't take your problems out on your kids. They didn't ask to be here. I ain't seen one child yet that was saying, "I came to my mom in a dream and said, I want to be born." It ain't happened yet, and 9 out of 10 it might not happen. So single mothers, you you got to let those boys grow up because if you don't let them grow up to be men, when they grow up, they're going to be They are going to be cowards. They don't know. They're going to wear their hearts on their sleeve. That's why you got all these brothers out here that's emotional and the teary-eyed guys and cry over everything and stuff like. I mean, I know love hurt. Everybody been there. Everybody can shed a tear. But if you shed a tear for every girlfriend you had and y'all go y'all separate ways and you cry all the time, there's a problem. There's a problem because everything we do in the world, it starts off in the house. It starts off in the house. If my parents can do it, your parents can do it too. And I'm not talking about nobody don't laugh. I'm just using you guys as an example. No, boys will be boys that grows to men. It's okay to nourish your son. It's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay to do that because a lot of people take it and say, well, people say you ain't got to nourish your kid and it'll be a big freaking argument. No, it's okay to love and care and nourish for your son, but he's a boy. He is a boy. You know, something happens in a relationship with the girlfriend, the mama's jumping up and beating the kids out the door ready to go fight for their son. How, re- how crazy is that? What you say, Nisha? Sometimes the boys are the one hanging on to their mothers, don't want their mothers to date. That's true too. That is also true. And that, well, yeah, I can say that too. But um, the boy, the sons, you gotta let your mamas go. Them your mamas, you ain't they mamas. Remember, I think I was saying something like that yesterday. If the son don't like the guy the mama's dating, he want to cause havoc between him and the guy. Dude, that's not your fight. That ain't that dude. That's not your beef. Leave your mama alone. Now I can see if you walking down the street and you see this guy just mollywopping people or breaking in people's homes or murdering somebody, then you can go home and tell your mom, I don't think that dude's no good. Leave him alone. I seen such and such. He did this, or he got a whole family. Well, I can understand that, but just because you go off your feelings like, well, he trying to take my daddy place. He's not trying to take your daddy place. Your mama put you in that. Your mama put him in the place to take your daddy place. If it didn't work out between them, that don't mean she's supposed to put her life on hold. If it didn't work out, hey, it just didn't work out. She's gonna move on, just like he moved on. So let it be. If your mother's dating a guy that's not the father of the child of just not your father, and he's not causing this woman no bodily harm, nothing. He treats her great, and you don't need to see them have an argument in your face. Leave that guy alone. And even if they do have an argument, by you as a child, it is not your place, it's not your responsibility to jump in that situation. You're a kid, stay in the child's place. Stay in a child's place. And a lot of us got that bad because I said a lot on, I used to say a lot on Facebook, but I'm not gonna say it toned down a lot because it didn't, but I don't say it as much as I used to. Well, my son said this. My son, mama, I just don't like him. He trying to take my. Oh, you know what, baby? Okay. Well, since you put it that way, I'ma let him go. For what? For what? Two idiots. Two idiots. I'ma let him go because my son don't like you, or my daughter don't like you. My son got a bad feeling about. No, your son ain't got a bad feeling about nothing. Your son just don't want you to move on because he want pops back in your life. And it may work between you two, and it may not. But hey, it is what it is. You just got hey, cut the tide. That's all you have to do. Look, man. Um, little Bobby, whatever you can call him. Mama finna go back out on the dating field. I'm not asking for your approval. I'm just letting you know. So one day if you come home and you see a guy here, we at the dinner table eating, don't shock. Simple. Don't shock yourself. The Tyrese they got the baby boy syndrome going on. Remember when Tyrese and Ving Rhames they always was getting into it because he didn't want his mama to. You gonna choose him over me? It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna choose him over you, but it all depends on what way you choose. I'm not gonna choose him completely over you. Like, son, you ain't my blood no more. You ain't nothing to me. Get the hell out of my house. No, but that's my guy. And if we trying to build a future together, that's gonna be my guy for quite some time. Now, either you can respect him Well, you ain't gotta respect him. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna go upside your head and say, "Oh, you gonna respect him." No, just guess what? Keep your comments to yourself. That's all you gotta do. Just keep your comments to yourself. Maybe one day you'll grow to like him. Maybe one day you won't grow to like him. But I gotta deal with this man. I chose him to be with me, so I didn't choose you to be with me. So it's pretty much a 50-50. Both have to cut ties. The son have to cut the ties from the mama. The mama have to cut ties from the son when he's getting old enough to get into the real world. Give him advice. Give him good advice. Hey, don't settle for anything. You know, you got a lot of crazy women out here, just like you got a lot of crazy men out here. Don't settle for the first woman to say I love you. No, explore. You're free to explore. Anybody that's not tied down like husband or wife, you can explore as much as you want. But just don't bring no weirdos home. That's all I'm saying. So mothers, do me a favor. Stop fighting your kids' battles when it comes to them in relationships. Well, I just don't like her. What's wrong, ma? I don't like her. She look like this. She look like that. Or she this. She that. And she can be a decent young lady. You know why they say that? In most cases, they wish they could have stayed with the guy they was with. Now they see you trying to build something, so now they jealous of their own kids. No, when you gonna marry this girl, you gonna run off and leave me. I'm gonna be by myself. Yeah, you is. Yeah, bye. Arrivederci, mommy. I come home and check up on you, but I gotta live my life. I gotta live my life. You can't live. I can't live my life through you. You can't live my life through me. As a child, to a young man, to an adult. Big Mo, what's good, man? To an adult, you have to bridge your kids the right way or the wrong way. Either you're gonna teach them, either you're gonna let them grow up to be right or to be a man, a strong black man, or you're gonna fail them. It's just as simple as that. You're gonna fail them. And a lot of us, just because we men, that don't mean we fit the category as men. A man is going to tell his kids the truth. He's going to take care of his kids, regardless if it's rain, sleet, or snow. He's going to tell these kids. He's going to tell his kids the truth. He's going to teach his boys how to grow up to be men. When I was coming up, all I saw was I was the youngest. I'm the baby boy. All I saw was my brothers and my father working on stuff, fixing stuff. My father had this thing: if the white man can do it, we can do it too. They go batter wood and stuff, and they would fix stuff from the ground up. I mean, of course, I was too young, but guess what? It's in me now. Now I can do stuff like that because he taught us to be men. We wasn't running around with my mom in the kitchen cooking. We under her or holding her hand or holding her leg, and she got to drag us around cause she cooking. No, it was too many of us. And if I did try that, guess what? My brothers weren't gonna try it anyway, cause I'm the baby boy. So there you go. None of us turned out picture perfect, but hey, we know how to stand on our own 2 feet, regardless what people say. And this isn't a stab at anybody. I'm just saying we know how to stand on our own 2 feet. So no, mothers, let your sons go. Let them grow up to be men. Stop trying to control their lives when they're dating. All you can do is give them advice. If you don't want to take the advice, ain't nothing you can do because 9 times out of 10, he's going to still see her anyway. No, I don't want you to be with her. Or she looked toxic, and if only reason you with her, the only reason she want to be with you because she trying to take you from me. Mom, you sound like we married or something. You my son. You my only son. Whoopie freaking do. If you give me a chance, we might have some grandkids. But no, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. I used to say it all the time growing up, and people be like, man, you better let that boy stop being up under you, man. He gonna grow up to be, you know, a softy. And guess what? No, he ain't. No, he ain't. This is my baby. You can't tell him what to do. Guess what? The boy older than, and he don't know nothing about the outside world. It's crazy. It's just so crazy. So that's pretty much the definition of a son husband. whether the mother caters to the son is if he is the boyfriend or the husband, the real man of the house. There you go, put it that way. No, he's not obligated to watch your other kids. No, treat him like you treat him like you treat your boyfriend. No, so that'll confuse any child and anybody. So we got to be careful with that. We really have to be careful with that. So it is what it is. Now, the other topic is kind of, and I thank you guys for listening to what I had to say. And Tanisha, I thank you for your comment. I appreciate that. The other comment is kind of funny. Like I said, as I was putting this on Facebook, this one popped up. Um, who cheats more, men or women? Who cheats more? I'll give you time. I'll give you guys a minute to put that answer down. Who cheats more, men or women? I'm not talking about the thought, just cheating. Period. All that in one. Who cheats more, men or women? Ooh, nobody. Well, that's a good question. Who cheats more, men or women? Now, you got to look at it on both sides, and then you have to look at it as the truth. They say, well, women say men cheat more. Men say women cheat more. Some women say men cheat more physically. Some men say women cheat more emotionally, like mind games. So that's a good one. Who cheats more, men or women? In my book, I think it's like a two-way street because just like wrong is wrong and right is right, cheating is cheating. And I had this conversation yesterday a little bit. You know, if a guy cheat, he's all type of characters in the bad book, all type of characters. But if a woman cheat, it's the guy's fault that the woman cheated. But it's never the guy. It's never the fault. It's never the other way around. Put it that way. It's never the other way around. Women are the only beings in this world. And there's a big world that can say. I said it yesterday. I cheated because you didn't make me feel a certain type of way. This was gone. The love was gone. Um, I don't look at you like that no more. But did you tell him? Now, if you told him that, babe, you know what? I don't look at you no more like that. I might cheat on you. Then it'll be a different story. But if you can go out and sleep with a man numerous times, sleep with a man, come back home like nothing ever happened, that means you're cheating on him and you're not going to tell him. Remember, men will tell a bold-faced lie, and which they will. But women will tell half the truth, which they will. Hey, remember Jada Pinkett? Why, when she slept with August, what did she tell Will at the red table talk? I did it because I wanted to feel wanted. Listen to all the excuses people have for cheating. I did it because I wanted to feel special. I did it because um maybe Will wasn't telling her I love you enough, or baby you're beautiful. Maybe he didn't tell her that enough. But so that gave her an automatic pull out my pocket stamp and stamped it on her piece of paper and gave it to Will Smith and said, hey, well she didn't give it to him because he found out through the grapevine. Bam. She stamped herself like, hey, I can cheat because he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Um, Other women say the same thing. He do, but all women have the same sob story. If anybody never paid attention to that, it's all the same sob story. If you're gonna do it, do it. I'm sorry, do it. If you want to do it, do it. That's your consequence, not the person you're sleeping with, because the person you're sleeping with, he or she is not supposed to give a rat's patootie if you tell him or not. But hey, why did you do it, Pico? Why did you cheat? I cheated because she wasn't showing me no affection. Bro, that sound lame. That sounds so lame. So you did this. So you know what? Now I got to put you in the all men and dogs category, and the all men cheat. So, but if I go and say, babe, why you cheat on me? And she say, because I wanted to feel special. Hmm. Okay. So, do you feel special? Yeah, he made me feel special. I just wanted to have that special situation. So, if you wanted to have that special situation, why didn't you stay over there with this special guy? Why did you come back home? And the part that kills me, and this is on both sides, when you cheat and you get busted, or if you tell them, you ain't got to get busted. If you tell them or get busted, and he or she confronts you, you say, "I'm so sorry." You're not sorry. Nobody in this world is sorry that they cheated, and you can take that to the bank. Nobody in this world is sorry for cheating, because if you were sorry for cheating, you would have never done it in the first place. You wouldn't have. Sorry are things that you mean. Like, I am so sorry I hurt your feelings. You did it. You didn't know it was going to get there. But when you're having sex, sex is premeditated. You know what you're going to do. So that means you got to take a shower. And I'm not just talking about the women. I'm talking about the men too. You got to take a shower. You got to put body spray on. Women got to put the lotion on. It's already premeditated in your mind what you're going to do if it's not with the one you're with. Okay, I gotta. Well, you know what? He don't know I'm off today, so I'm gonna call my girl. She working because he might text her phone and just tell him I'm with a patient or something right now, and you out there getting your back blown out. And then when you get caught, or some crap hit the fan, or him and you, the guy you cheating on, and your guy get together, because I seen this happen a couple of times. They get together, and now they got you in the corner. Or if you even happen to watch the show Cheaters, the woman get caught. The only thing she says, "Hey, you wasn't there. You wasn't there for me. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You don't make me feel special anymore." We couldn't have. Even if you sit down and talk to them about it, okay. He said it. He gonna do it. He didn't do it. Bam. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Okay. Then you sit down and give him ultimatums like, "Hey, guess what? Well, a choice. I'm not getting the love I got. I'm not getting the love you want me to get from you. I'm not getting the love anymore that you used to give me. Either you're gonna fix the problem, you're gonna rectify it, or I gotta take drastic measures. Give him a choice." Man, so what are you saying? I'm just saying, hey, whatever goes with that territory, take it the way you want to take it. And he like, okay, well, I'm sorry, man, all this and that, and he still don't do it. You break up with him first, or you break up with her first. Because if you sleep with another man and go back home to your guy, you cheated. I don't care what society tells us or how good the girl power makes other women feel about cheating, because women are confident as hell when they cheat. They not thinking about the guy like, dude, I probably if I do this, although he don't make me feel special anymore, and a lot of women do say that, but it's not really that case, because men are way different from women. Women are emotional, therefore that special ability is going to kick in way better than men do. Sometimes a guy might not want to hold your hand. He might not want to hug you. That's just what guys do. That don't mean he don't love you. If he didn't love you, you went out there and did something, you told him, he'd be like, "Oh, okay. What time is dinner? You coming home tonight? Okay." It'll just be easy as that. But it is what it is. So that's why I say it's pretty much a 50-50 thing when it comes to cheating. When it comes to cheating, it's 50-50. There used to be a time where I believe, I'm not saying it's a fact, I'm just saying there used to be a time when I believe that I'm sorry, that men cheated way more than women did. Because you know why I thought that? Because in most cases, women really never got caught. All you see is the guys getting caught. Like, man, yeah, he cheated. Yeah, he cheated. Oh, he cheated. He cheated. He cheated. He cheated, but who knows? She probably cheated way before he did. But a woman will never really come out and say, "Hey, I cheated on you." See, the difference between men and women when they come to cheating, a guy, he's going to slip up. Regardless, I don't care what, I don't care how smooth he think he is, he's going to slip up somewhere. Oh, bam, I caught you. But a woman, you're gonna need Batman, the world's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes, Hunter, um, who else? Matlock, Quincy. You gonna need all of them guys, Scooby Doo them, Shaggy them, all of them to get to that mystery. Cause it's gonna be hard as heck. If she don't want you to know, you're not gonna know. You're not going to know. And she'll play so innocent, like nothing ever happened. Guys, we can play innocent like nothing ever happened too, but somewhere, believe me, brothers gonna get caught. You know how many guys I talk to? They're like, man, I messed up. I got caught. Man, I slipped up. And they'll laugh at it. Man, I know I had a good woman at the crib. I screwed that up. I talked to a lot of guys. Yeah, man, I messed up. I ain't gonna even lie. That was on me. Very few. You got a handful of women that will admit that they screwed up. Very few. It can be her fault. She could have did everything in the dirt, and this man could be innocent, and she would still say it's your fault. You want to know why I know? Because I've been there. I'm not always the bad. I'm not always the bad guy, although people may think I am, but I'm not. I had girlfriends that cheat on me too. I caught them in an act, and they told me them same sob stories. So if a man got a good job and a woman got a good job, okay, they got real good jobs. They working to they fingers to the bone. They making good money, to support their wife or they I ain't gonna say husband. They making money to support their wives, and women is making good money, just good money. And the person go out and cheat, and they say, see, it's that's why they call it cheating, because when breaking down the word cheating is you're doing something you're not supposed to do. So therefore, that's when the lies come in. I'm working all day, but then again, you turn around and say, I did it because you never home. What the world? So make up your mind. You're never there. I work. I do come home, but you already had those evil intentions in your mind, so therefore you got to go off those evil intentions. Ta-da! So cheating was always premeditated, and I can't break that down to you guys as plain as that. You know what you're doing before you do it. You just don't walk outside and just go walk and knock on a stranger's door, or a guy you have a crush on, or a girl you have a crush on, whatever, and just knock on their door. They open the door, yes, and you just run and just tackle them out the blue. You don't have a thought in your head about it. Just bam, just hits. Nope. When that guy pick up that phone, hey, what you doing? Or text him what you doing? Nothing. Can you get away? When soon he say that, can you get away? And you say yes, it's already in your head. Okay, he's the side. Well, he's the side piece. I'm asleep with him. Ta-da! So you can go the whole day, but y'all got to meet up at that 8 or 9 o'clock. You already got intention. Now you got to go freshen up. You got to smell good. And the guy like, babe, where you going? Oh, I'm going out with my friends. That's why it takes a lot for a woman to get caught. Cause the guy, and see, women are smart because they catch the guy playing the video game. That's when they do it. I'm going out. I ain't bad, babe. Don't even think nothing about it. Nothing. But when you get caught and you got explaining to do, it's you wasn't there. You didn't spend. Every woman got the same sob story. Nobody catches on to that, but every one of them got the same sob story. Why is that? Because they can say it and get away with it. Men can't get away with that. We can't. We just can't get away with it. Does it happen in some cases? Of course it does. Of course it does. But all of us can't get away with it. I've heard that so many times on TV and in reality. In my reality, you wasn't there. You did this, you did that, or I thought you was cheating, so I cheated. Wait, what the world is the what? How did you just think that? How did you just think that? Well, I just know. No, no. Don't work like that. Tell them, or if you don't, just leave. You ain't got to tell them. Just leave. You can tell them over the phone. A lot of people say, well, if you want to tell me, you can tell me my face. That's just not necessarily so. Because you're leaving, it don't matter how you tell somebody if you're fed up when you want to go. You just tell them. You can send them through a dang on pigeon. Tell them, hey, blah, blah, this, and the other. You ain't even got to tell them you cheated. I just don't want to do this no more. I'm done with it. But don't go do what you got to do with a person and come home like it's like nothing ever happened. You come home to a like you got the perfect family. I mean, hey, look, I'm not saying this to hurt anybody feeling. I'm not saying nobody on this live is doing nothing like that. I'm not saying that. Therefore, I don't know what nobody do. I'm not here to know what people do. I'm just using fact over feelings. And when you got fact over feelings, you can't go wrong. So it brings me back. Who cheats more, men or women? Me, I want to hear what y'all got to say, but me, I think it's a 50-50 street. I think it's a 50-50 street. Sometimes people cheat and the person will never know. Sometimes women cheat, they get pregnant, and then they'll say, "Guess what? We pregnant," and it could be the other man's baby. Did y'all just see the thing on TikTok? Well, it was about a month ago now on TikTok, and it was on Facebook too. When a couple got into an argument and he was buying his 7-year-old son's clothes, she was like, "You ain't got to buy nothing for him no more. Just give me the money." He like, "No, I want to buy." And she was like, "Well, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It ain't even your son." He like, "Girl, stop playing." She like, "No, I'm for real. This ain't your son." He like, "What do you mean this ain't my son? You wait to 7 years." He was 7 years old. "You waited to 7 years to tell me this ain't my son?" She said, "Yeah, because you was a good father in his life, so I ordained you. In other words, I ordained you to be his father." What the hell? But goes to show you that women are emotional creatures. Most women would take that sentence and say, "Well, he been doing it this long. Why you gonna leave him? I'm sorry. Why you gonna leave her? You been taking care of the boy that long." It's not the fact that he was taking care of the boy that long. It was just the fact he just found out she was letting him raise another man's kid without him even knowing it, and she fixed it up so good. He actually thought that that boy come from him. But we're supposed to sit and take it because we're men. We're supposed to sit and take it. Oh well. All right. She did this, did that. She told me I'm hurt. No, be a man. That's what they say. Be a man. You supposed to be the provider. Okay, so now you tested my patience. Cause don't no man, I don't care what color he is, want to hear those words. And you raising kids as if they're your own, and you come out and say, "Well, I got to be honest with you. You know, little Michael and Wolfie and them and Lisa, these ain't your kids, or this ain't your daughter." "What you mean?" "Well, I was messing around with this guy, and I got pregnant, so I didn't want to hurt you, what you already did. I didn't want to hurt you and tell you that this is your kid. I mean that this is not your kid, so I just played it along." And then he gets into a turns to the werewolf and say, "This, that, and the other, blah blah blah. You this, you that. How can you do this to me?" And the only rebuttal you have to say is, "Well, it shouldn't be that bad. She loves you." You see how people play with people? She loves you. Or you gonna kick us out? She love you. You raised her this long as if she's your kid. Mm. Well, as they say, well, I'll be dipped and fried. How is that even possible? So he just supposed to just say, "Bam, I'm okay with it. Okay, it's done. It was done. It's done." Even if he do accept it, give that man some time. That's a pretty big pill to swallow, people. But then again, people say women get the short end of the stick. That's never going to happen. In some cases, they do, but in most cases, The brothers get mollywopped, and a lot of women know they get mollywopped. See, the thing is, I wouldn't be coming on these shows and spreading and spreading these shows out to you if I was sitting up here making up this stuff. But I actually talk to men, I talk to women, and sometimes women give me feedback on why women are bogus. Women be telling me this stuff. But people would think, well, he just sitting there making stuff up. He talking about women. No, you'd be surprised how many women call me through Facebook or message me with these long messages saying, well, you know what, Pico? Stick to what you're doing because women are bogus as hell too. In some cases, these are women talking. In some cases, the women are rougher than men. You stick to what you're doing. But just because they say that, I'm supposed to take a knee and say, no, I can't do that. No, women bogus as hell. And I'll have words with anybody that don't think they are. I'm not saying all women, just like I wouldn't say all men, but a lot of women are is bogus as hell. A lot of men is bogus as hell because it's always 50-50. Because somebody will hear that and say, well, you're always talking about the women. Why you don't say nothing about the men? Scooby Dooby Doo. It's always something. Guess what? It's called taking accountability. If you wrong and your sister, I ain't talking about like blood sister, but sometimes them too. If you wrong and your friend's wrong and you see your friends out there doing dirt and you know they wrong, it's your job. If you say that you're the one that don't do that, I don't do that, you should be telling them, baby, don't do that. Sweetie, don't do that. BFF, what y'all call each other? BFF, best friend. Don't do that. Because guess what? I know guys that if I was wrong, they coming to me like Pico. No, bruh. Mm-mm. It ain't gonna never work like that. In some cases, men stick up for each other. Some cases, men condone each other, and sometimes men condemn each other. It should be like that with women too. But guess what? Such secrets. Such secrets. Because when you're an emotional creature, anything can trigger you to have a bad day. And that could be anything. So, once again, who cheats more, men or women? It's 50-50 with me. Because a lot of people thought I was going to say, well, women cheat more. No, it's 50-50. Oh, it's 50-50, believe me. If it was men was 80% and women was 20%, now it's 50-50. Because I knew a lot of sisters back in the days, and I know a lot of sisters today that's nice women. That's good, wholesome, clean, beautiful women. And then again, you have women that's good, wholesome, clean, but on the side, they just like the street dwellers. It's the same thing. Nothing. What's that? Nothing. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing. But I will say this to all my sisters out there: y'all really need to stop saying y'all cheated because he pushed you to it. Don't. Just let it go. Just say I did it because I wanted to. I did it because I wanted to. Why'd you cheat on me? I wanted to. Uh, she had a big booty. She was coming on to me. She was dancing all up on me. I got weak. I fell, so I cheated. Why'd you cheat on me? Mm, we ain't gotta talk about it. No, you gonna talk about you. You wanna know why? I tell you why. Because you ain't the man I thought. You ain't the man you was when I got with you. You don't do this no more. You don't do that. You don't take me out. So you cheated because he took you out and bought you a sandwich. Hmm. Interesting. That's a. In my book, there is no favoritism. There's none. I don't put nothing past a woman, just like I don't put nothing past a man. And you can quote me on that. So people gonna cheat. People always been cheating from day one. It's how you go about doing things. Just because that man, even if that man treats you like dirt, that don't mean that don't give you a stamp to go cheat. It don't. I don't care if he can. I'm not gonna say abuse because I don't want no guy beating on no woman. That strictly that's not in my book none whatsoever. I don't care if he come home and talk smart to you. I don't care if he don't pay no bills. I don't care if he don't do none of that. That don't give you a right to say, you know what, he doing all this. I'm finna go over my legs for this next man. Leave him. Because guess what? If you're dealing with the other man, I'll say it one more time. If you're dealing with the other man, and the guy you with don't get his crap together, you're gonna leave him anyway. It's simple. It's so simple, and that goes on both sides. It goes for the brothers and the sisters. So now you got my answer. It's both. There's no such thing as men cheat more physically, women cheat more emotionally, mentally. No, it's the same thing. The difference is if men cheat physically, he did it. If a woman cheats mentally, she's going to do it. So there is no difference. The brother, guess what? He got it over with. The sisters, if y'all cheat mentally, hey, sex pending. That's all it is. Booty call on the way. That's it. Wrong is wrong, man. Remember, there's no big sin, there's no little sin. There's no big wrong, there's no little wrong. There's no little white lie, there's no big lie. A lie is a lie. He stole the money out the bank. No, I didn't. And there's proof. Bro, you lying. You know I didn't take that money. He just shot this dude. And there's proof. No, I didn't. You know I didn't shoot him. It's still a lie. And no matter what type of lie it is, it'll bring you down. It'll definitely bring you down. So it is what it is. You guess what? We gotta draw our own conclusions. We gotta draw our own conclusions. And once again, disclaimer, I ain't saying this to offend nobody. I'm not saying this to get on nobody's nerve. I'm not saying this to pretend I'm trying to point out points like, you know what, you know who I'm talking to, you know I'm talking to you. No. I'm a podcaster. This is what I do. I try to respect people as much as I can, but I'm going to tell the truth about things. That's just what I do. So it's whatever. There was times I used to cheat on my girlfriends. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm grown now. It's not gonna hurt me. And they would ask me, "Why did you do that?" I can't believe. You know what I told them? Hey, I'm not even sorry. I did it because I wanted to. I did it because I wanted to. I want like, oh, you wasn't there. You didn't give me no, you ain't bought me no video games, but she came with a whole bunch of them. She bought me some food and she paid my bills and stuff. No, I did it because I wanted to. I did it because I wanted to. And if I do it because I wanted to, that means she allowed me to do it.